Hey, Shalom, Shalom. It's the brother Kadash. Want to give our praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Requah Kodash. And this is going to be called Don't Compete or something on those lines, pretty much. And, or stop competing with each other or don't compete with each other, something on those lines. So the Spirit just gave me that title. So it's kind of just going, just a continuous on a video that I made, which is called Many Are Chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. So it's just a continuance on that. And it's just some things that I was thinking about, just thoughts I was thinking about. And it was about, the whole mess that's going on with Israel right now, and the whole competition thing that's going on, The reason why this is the answer that I had got from trying to understand why is there so many different camps and so many different guys that broke off from each other and they can't come together. And the reason why is the answer that I got is because of competition. Because you have so many guys that's like competing, and it's almost like guys is competing for spots. And it's almost like guys is competing in the truth, and that competition brings a lot, man. Competition brings envy. Competition is a tough thing to deal with because while you're competing, it could turn to bad things. It brings envy, covetousness, it brings strife. That's that competition. When you competing against each other, you can never come together. That's one of our main problems as Israel in the whole, is we're too busy, when you come out the streets, out the hood, niggas is too busy competing with each other rather than coming together. You know what I mean? If you look at, like, for example, like the rap game, one of the things that put the area of Atlanta right down south on the map is they were praised because all the rappers that was coming from out of Atlanta and down south could come together. They had like a brotherhood rather than competing against each other. And then New York used to be the mecca of hip hop, right? But New York fell out that spot. Why? Because you had all the New York rappers started competing against each other. I'm the king of New York. I'm the number one. And that's like a New York mindset. And a lot of times what you're seeing in the truth is a lot of guys from New York, which is ironic, right? From New York, where One West started at, and they bringing that mindset into the truth, man. And this is why you can't get brothers to come together, because they're competing. And what you get is you get groups, and then you got to be loyal to my group. And then this group is like a basketball team that's competing against other groups. And that's what you see, where it shouldn't be that way. And this truth, it shouldn't be. And I might make a video called No Camps, right? Camps, man. You're not going to have, like, you have to think kingdom, because you have to seek ye the kingdom. So you have to seek the kingdom, the way of the kingdom. You have to think bigger, right? How would it be in the kingdom? Is there going to be all these different splinter camps in the kingdom? No, you're going to have Israelites. Every man, look, it says we're going to be a nation full of priests and kings, right? A man is supposed to be his own man. He's supposed to be a king in his own right. You're not going to have in the kingdom, right? I got this rank, and this brother has this rank, and he's over me perpetually forever in the kingdom because he has that rank which is higher than me. That's not how it works, man. We should be able to, when you get this competition shit going on, it comes pride, right? And when you get brothers competing with each other, now we can't come together. So if you're amongst a different camp and I see you on the highways and byways, I can't pick up a camera and be in the video with you and we break bread together, because you're in a different camp. We can't. How come if, right, this camp, all right, they in a different camp, they go off their beliefs, right? Because that's what the Lord gave to them in the spirit, man. Because everything is by the way of the Lord. We go off our beliefs because this is what the Lord drew to us, right? That's not a problem. If we have something in common, then why can't we just go and teach what we have in common? Why we gotta be, I can't deal with you, I can't really be a brother to you, I can't show you brotherly love because you believe in something different. When this talks about being in one mind, right? And it's talking about having the same agenda, right? And then we have things, pretty much it's like a standard. right? I'm trying to get the words for it. It's like a standard. Like we all believe in the Lord, right? We all believe in the Lord name and His Son's name. We all believe in the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. We all believe in the Lord. We believe that Yahweh Shai is the Lord of Lord, Kings of Kings. We believe that the Father is the most high, the highest that you could get, the most high God, right? And we believe that the Israelites are going to get the kingdom. Those are like standard things that we believe, man. Everything else is just our opinion on our perception on different things. And that's going to change. Even in the kingdom, this is what I believe. This is my belief, right? Even in the kingdom, you're not going to have every brother that just think 100% the same and we all just like robots. No, you're going to have different opinions on different things. That's good. You're going to have different opinions on how to do certain things. That's good. When King Solomon had his rulership set up, right? Every man in King Solomon kingdom didn't have the same opinions on things. There was difference in opinions. Does that mean that you're not my brother, or I can't be with you? I can't congregate with you because you have a different opinion than me? No, it shouldn't be that way. So when you're talking about brotherly love is for Israel. When it talks about here, I'll pull the precept real quick just to kind of prove what I'm saying. I'm trying not to lose my place. When it talks about here, Jeremiah chapter 50, right? Now, I want you to just straight to the point. Just pay attention to this right quick. Verse 4. In those days and in that time, said the Lord, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together, going and weeping, they should go and seek the Lord their God. This don't say anything about this camp should come with this camp and that camp. No, it's just calling us the children of Israel. That's what it's about. It's bigger than being in a camp. It's that we're Israelites. And you can't look at another Israelite that's not a part in your camp as being lesser than you. When you start to think that way and act that way, you're going off. You have to look at him as an Israelite and you have to deal with him based off the law, statutes, and commandments, based off the spirit as just being an Israelite. You not, and this is the problem, and this is the competition shit. When you first look at a brother, you already starting off on a bad foot with a brother because if he's not a part of your camp, you're already looking at him as that, rather than just looking at him like, oh, he's just an Israelite brother. Hey, let me get to know him. What's up? What's going on? But you get these standards where, hey, you can't deal with this person, you can't deal with that person because they're outside of this. And that's the problem, because it's not supposed to be like that. Because before we're in whatever camp we're in, we're Israelites. Right? And that's the thing. This is John chapter 17, right? Verse 16. It says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. We got to stop doing things worldly. That's how Esau, and it's easy to slip into this because that's how Esau sets up things. Everything is set up on competition, right? The whole money system. Either you gonna be either two things. You're gonna be the used or you're gonna be the user. It's just nothing but a big monopoly game, man. Competition. That's how Esau set it up. That's not how it's supposed to be in the truth. So what you see happening right now in the truth is you see a lot of brothers pretty much still being worldly while claiming they're not worldly. These are still worldly things, man. Competition. I gotta get in this rank. I gotta be over you. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. No, man. Look, this is how you do it. You simply do it. Look, when you do a position, it's not I'll reign in this position perpetually, except for when you get to the kings and stuff like that. We already understand that that's common sense and stuff like that. But just the man of Israel, it's like, look, man, whatever, this brother could be in this position today, then another brother could be in that position tomorrow, man. Because when you set it up that way, you're almost already saying, like, if you put a brother above you, right, and he's perpetually your leader for years and years and years, you pretty much putting your faith in him, man, because it's almost like you don't know if he's the elect or not. So you could be putting a person as your leader and you don't know if he's the elect or not. We believe and have faith and hope that we're the elect, but none of us know for a fact that we're the elect. And just like that video I made before, many are called, few are chosen. So it's going to be very few is chosen, man. Out of your camp, your whole camp may not be saved, man. The brothers, you might have 20 brothers that you go down to camp with, right? And amongst those 20 brothers that you go down the camp with, they all been going down there for years. 2 of them may be the elect. That's what it means when it says many are called, but few are chosen, man. And that can happen to any one of us, and we should never be prideful to the point to think that's where the fear in the Lord comes in at. To think that you just got it, man. You just got to do the work, man. But you got to look at it as, look, I'm an Israelite. We are one gigantic camp. We're one gigantic people, one house, Israel. And we deal with each other. Not, we going to separate ourselves over here into this and that. And when you do that, that's where you get the competition. We're not supposed to be competing with each other. Don't go to a brother video and then watch his video, and in the back of your head, you just looking for fault in him. Something to compete against him with. I got to compete with him. I know more than him. I'm this and that. Bro, that shit don't mean nothing, man. Because it's not about us and how much we can remember and know. That shit is low scale. Our memory, the best of us, the geniuses of today are nothing compared to the knowledge and wisdom of the Lord, man. The Lord could take the dumbest man and make him the wisest man in the world, man. King Solomon, the knowledge and wisdom that he got, that was a gift. It's not about how much you study and how much you learned and now you made yourself great. It's not about you. The Lord gave that to him as a gift. That was spiritual power that the Lord gave on him, man. And another thing I want to say too, right, is that was a gift, and you have to look at it as a gift, right? It's not about that. And I have to mention that because another thing that I want to say is that turned man into idolizing man they won't say it out their mouth, but in reality, they're idolizing man. You become fans of men. So you want to follow those men. No, just follow the Bible, man. Just go and follow the Bible. You don't have to, the examples is already out there for us. It's just that simple. Let's keep going on this. It says, verse 19, and for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they may also be sanctified through the truth, right? Through the truth, right? And see, and a brother hit me up and he was talking about he wanted to start making videos and stuff like that. But I guess it was kind of hard for him, or he has to learn more, bro. You ain't got to go get 10 precepts to make a video. You could do one precept and break down a video and break it down. That's we have to kind of take those man's traditions and man's doctrines that they put out there. We have to kind of take that out of our head, man. You kind of go off that because that's what you heard. You ain't got to put that pressure on yourself. That's man's tradition and man's doctrine. Take that out your head. You can follow the Lord, man. The Lord put the way in here, man. You get in the Bible and the Lord, that's where your faith comes in at. The Lord gonna give you the spirit to start understanding things and start learning things more and more and more. You got man in the truth. They never learned anything in the Bible except for what they heard another man say. They never picked up the Bible themselves and figured something out. They sound like robots, pretty much. You got to be able to get in the Bible and pray to the Lord and get that wisdom and knowledge directly from the Lord. That's possible, man. But it comes with faith. It comes with belief, man. You got to believe in the Lord, right? Verse 20 says, neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word. See, you just got to believe on the Lord. It says, and that's what this is really about, man. Because, none of us are perfect, man. None of us got this thing perfect. We all learning as we go. It don't matter if you've been in the truth 100 years, you still learning as you go, because you're not on the level as the Lord. And so that means that there's still improvement there, right? And you have to look at it that way. When you start looking at it like you just on this top level, you got everything down pat, that's where the pride comes in at. You can't be corrected, man. And like I always like to say, the Lord works in mysterious ways. The Lord don't have to bring somebody that you look up to or somebody in your group, right, that you show brotherly love to bring a message to you. The Lord could test you by bringing a message to you from somebody, words that you heard that's not even part of your group, that you never even met, that you look at as not being shit. It's about the message. It's not about the persons. It's too much of respect of persons that's going on, man. And the truth. Then what? You see, a lot of men ain't gonna make it. This is my opinion. I'm not saying anybody personally because I'm not the Lord. This is my opinion generally. A lot of people ain't gonna make it because They gonna choose man over the Lord. It talks about that in I believe Matthew chapter 6. When you got to make that choice, you're gonna choose the Lord, you're gonna choose man. And choosing man don't mean just choosing Esau. Choosing man could be choosing your leaders. Now you got to ask yourself, would you choose these leaders over the Lord? Now it doesn't look like it's not as easy as you think. No, I wouldn't. I'll choose the Lord. Those things don't come as easy as that. Sometimes it's very fine line, and you have to be able to see it, right? Because a lot of people gonna ride with what they leaders tell them, no matter what, to the death. This is what we ride with. This is what we believe. This is what we gonna stay true to. But what if that's not the way of the Lord? You gotta be careful with that. So you kind of gotta be like a lone wolf. The brothers come together and stuff like that, and we all and the apostles did set up an order. If you're talking about doing order and you're gonna do it that way, then you got to set it up the way that the apostles did it. But even amongst we all coming together, right, and being one, like I said, one don't mean that you all have the same opinions and the same exact thoughts. Being one together means kind of like we got the same agenda, which is we all want to be saved by the Lord. We all believe in the Lord. That's our same agenda, man. But right now, it's like brothers is out here as lone wolves. Into that correct order comes upon us for us to come together. It's not happening right now because you have camps that's stopping it. You're going to have a lot of Israel, like we just read in Jeremiah 50. The children of Israel and the children of Judah came together. We going to come together, and that's what we must do. And I believe, this is my belief, that that's what we must do for this end to come in, man. That's what we must come together. I'm not saying we have to be lone wolves. No, we must come together. But you got brothers being lone wolf, which is better because those lone wolves could come together easier than these camps. If you could get what I'm saying. The camps is stopping people from Israel from coming together because you got competition. You got this camp in competition with that camp. You can't deal with this member. You can't deal with that member. But if you have lone wolves that's out there teaching, they're more able to come together because we're not separated from just doctrines and stuff. So I could come together with another brother that's out there. For example, I could come together with, if it's two brothers out there and they teaching in my city, I could come together with them because I don't belong to a camp or a group. But if I belong to a camp or a group, I can't come together and do a lesson. Like, let's just say we want to do a lesson on Tuesday. Hey, I seen y'all down there teaching. Hey, we got some things in common. Like, we could, sit down, break bread. We break bread. Okay, we got some things in common. Hey, let's do a lesson on that together. We could do that. But when you are part of a camp, that's why I say the camps are stopping it. You can't do that because, hey, we only could be on camera with GMS members. That's it. We can't be on. And then it's out of fear. When we do that, so the ministry is not blamed. That's fear, man. Just fear the Lord. And you got to have faith. That's low. To me, that's low faith. That's my opinion. To me, that's low faith. Like, I see a lot of brothers in camps and stuff. They do things and they say, well, this is the reason why. That is the reason why. Where's your faith at, man? Just have faith, man. Don't worry about if a person is an agent, if a person is this, if a person is doing that. The Lord's going to deal with it. I have faith, man. When we go on the highways and byways, we go out there bold. We ain't worried about nothing because we put our faith in the Lord. That's true faith. Just like when Peter walked on water. But he started to drown when he lost faith, when he had doubt. If you got doubt, where, oh man, we got to be careful. We can't do this. We can't do that. We can't associate ourselves with them because we might be blamed. And Esau's going to come up against us. Esau's going to come up against you no matter what. But no matter what, if Esau comes up against you, if the Lord doesn't have it in your will for Esau to be successful in coming against you, he's not going to be successful. That's how that works, man. You have faith with no doubt. But I feel like these different groups is stopping Israel from coming together. Because it's my group or nothing. Rather than if you got just Israelites out there just teaching, lone camps, they're able to come together more because they're not bounded, pretty much in prison to one camp. You see, and then they shit on you, act like that's a bad thing. Oh no, that's a bad thing. No, we can't do that because all right, let's break the scenario down. Let's break it down, right? If we out there running camp, right? We ain't got no camp. We got a YouTube channel name. We just Israelites teaching the truth, and that's how it's supposed to be. Right? Now, if we believe that the MOTB is the chip, right? And then we meet two brothers on the corner, right? This is the whole beef behind the unity camp shit, right? And they believe that MOTB is philosophy or something like that. Caesar Borgia, I don't know, whatever philosophy. They believe it's a spiritual thing. We believe it's a physical thing. The chip, right? Now, does that mean that we can't come together and teach that Yahweh Shai is coming back to destroy the earth? Then you might say, okay, so what if the topic come up? What if you out there teaching and the topic come up? Guess what? If a person's up there teaching, if we're out there teaching and the topic come up, and they with us and they with us, we can break down our look, this our spill, we believe is a chip, boom. This then they break down they spill, look, this our spill, we believe is spiritual, but we still not taking the chip either. You know, we ain't taking no fucking chip either though, but we believe it's more spiritual. Guess what? The person that's learning, see, this is that competition shit. Now, some people mind go to competition. We got to compete with them in battle. No, guess what? The person that's sitting there, the Lord going to put the spirit on them to draw to whatever they want to draw to. If they say, look, I heard both things, but my spirit is going towards Kadash and that they talking about that is the chip. My spirit kind of going towards that. Guess what? Hey, that's what the Lord put the spirit on. You see, you got to have faith in the Lord that the Lord is going to handle it. If my spirit is going towards this other brothers that's standing right next to them, if my spirit is going towards them that it's more of a spiritual thing, guess what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, hey, all praises. Still all praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, no matter what. Hey, the Lord put the spirit on them to go towards that. But guess what? We still could come together. Why? Because we're Israelites. We're still brothers. And we know that we gonna get the full truth when the Lord comes back and give us the full truth. That's what the new covenant is. We gonna have the full truth. And we all gonna know it. But that's not gonna happen until the Lord comes back and give us that. But that don't mean that we're not supposed to still come together before that time. You see, so it's just the philosophies of man, you know. Let's keep going on this because this reveals some things, right? Now, verse 21 says that they may be now some people might say that shit sound dumb. That don't make no sense. Yeah, because you have that competing mindset that you have to compete. You don't have to compete. The Lord ain't telling us to go out there and just slander each other, because that's what happens is slander, hate, jealousy, envy, covetousness. That's what happened. The Lord not telling us to do that. You know, we supposed to just go out there and teach. If the Lord put the spirit and we understand it, and the Lord put the spirit on us to break it down this way, hey, we just go out there and teach. We have faith in the Lord that the Lord gonna do what he gonna do. The Lord gonna send whoever he wants to send to wherever is actually the real truth. Remember, we are not waking up the elect. The Lord wakes up the elect. We are just vessels. So that's what you do. You go out there and you be a vessel. That's it. Verse 21 says that they may be one. Now, does that mean that, okay, because we won? Just the same thing with a man and a wife. I got a wife, right? We won. Do we think exactly the same? No. When we go outside and we play basketball or something like that, I shoot different than she shoot. I pick different spots than she picked. Am I supposed? Hey, Rib, you not fucking being one with me because you're not doing. That's not what that means, man. But men start to act like that in the truth, man. When we go, she likes different things. I like sweet things. She likes salty things. You not being one with me because you don't like sweet things like I do. That's not what it's saying, man. It just means we have the same agenda. Me and her, we have the same agenda, which is the best, doing the best for our family. That's the same agenda, man. That's what it's talking about. So we breaking it down. This is edifying. It says that they may be one as thou, Father, art in me, and I in thee. It says that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that thou hast sent me. So those are like key things, right? It says, in the glory which thou gavest me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one. Right. So we supposed to be one in that way. But we're Israelites. It's going to have millions and millions and millions of Israelites. And in the kingdom, probably even more. Because we're going to be fruitful and multiply, man. So you can't. And the reason why I'm bringing this out is when a brother's different than you, or he has a different opinion on what a breakdown is, you can't try to compete with him. You can't look at that and say, I don't like that brother. That brother's off. He has an off spirit. That's when that competition shit start going in. You look at that brother and say, hey, he an Israelite. Hey, the Lord put the spirit on him to do that. Hey, I still love him. I still love him. He's an Israelite. I still love, we brothers. We have to have brotherly love. Hey, I'm following the commandments to the best of my ability. The commandments say love your brother. I love him. But people make up reasons to hate their brother. So you make up a reason. You're supposed to love your brother, but you jealous off of, or you competing with him, or mad because he has a different opinion than you. So then you make up a reason and say, well, he's wicked. Okay, so now I can hate him because he's wicked. No, man. Look, we still love him. Hey, that's bro. The Lord put the spirit on him like that. Maybe the Lord have mercy on him, or maybe, or if you believe you got the truth, or maybe the Lord to bring him to this or bring him to that. Shit, maybe the Lord may bring you to that. That's how that works. But it's like man is trying to control something they don't have no control over. The Lord has control over this, man. You put the control in the Lord's hands. You gotta really have faith and belief in that. Stop trying to have control over the truth. I got control over the control. I'm controlling it. I gotta make sure this and make sure that's right. No. You put that in the Lord's hand. The Lord has control over this, man. Let's keep going. It says, verse 23, and I in them and thou in me. Like when a brother asks me a question, I give him my opinion. Like, and I say it. I'm not trying to act like I'm there, bro. You got to do this. You got to do that. I say, hey man, this is my opinion on it. We out the bam. And then a brother may say, nah, I ain't seen. Like I was talking to a brother in my inbox, and he had his opinion on something that happened. I gave him my opinion. Man, fuck you. I mean, we could talk about this, right? Brother said that some members of a camp said was making rebuke videos on him, right? And it was like, nah. And I told him, I said, look, my opinion is that brother probably got offended because you said he looks like this Elamite. He probably got offended about that. And I feel him. He don't know you. You don't know him personally. He probably got offended because you said he looked like Elamite. Even though you don't think he should have got offended or it was just a joke, he probably got offended by it. And the brother told me, he said, nah, I don't see it that way. It's this way. Guess what I said? I didn't try to exert dominance over him. Guess what I said? I said, oh, damn. Hey, I feel you. That's how you feel, Guess what? Because I left it in the Lord's hand. Whatever it's going to be is in the Lord's hand. I said, hey, yeah. Hey, I see. That's your opinion. That's the spirit that the Lord put on you. Everybody ain't gonna get things right away because that didn't happen to me. Sometimes you might be too clouded to see things, and it may take a year, 2, 3 years for you finally to see it. But you got to give brothers that time. Don't go condemning them because they did something that you don't like. Right now, you want to go condemn them. Right? Sometimes it may take them time to finally realize, and they might come back and be like, hey, you know what, you was right about that. You got to give it time because it's not on your time. You're not in control of it. The Lord is in control of it. That's very important. It's verse 23 says, I in them and thou in me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that thou hast sent me and hast loved me as thou has loved them as thou hast loved me. We all supposed to be copycats of Yahweh Shai. That's what we all supposed to be trying to be. We all supposed to be trying to be like the example that Yahweh Shai left behind, not the example of your top elder or your favorite leader, man. It says, Father, I will that they also who thou hast given me be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory. This is for the glory of Yahweh Shai, man, not the glory of men. It says, which thou hast given me, for thou lovest me before the foundation of the world. O righteous Father, the world has not known thee, but I have known thee, and these have known that thou hast sent me. So this is what Yahweh Shai, you're supposed to come in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. You're not supposed to come in the spirit, I'm in my camp, I'm banging against all these other niggas. Fuck these niggas. The Lord got us, though. The Lord he gonna have our back. He gonna show that we was right. And fuck these other niggas. No, you supposed to pray, man. Look, even if a brother offends you or you disagree with a brother in some type of way, you supposed to still have brotherly love, man. 2 wrongs don't make a right. You supposed to still pray, hey man, I love that brother. Pray the Lord gets him right. You know what I mean? I pray the Lord gets him right. My opinion is that he not right, but I pray the Lord gets him right. Not praying against him that he gonna see. No, we pray that the Lord have mercy on brothers. Not, the Lord I'm gonna put a curse on you, and you gonna get put to death. The Lord gonna do something to you niggas. Now you praying on brothers' downfall. That's not your job. That's not your position. You don't want to be that man in the truth. You just look, motherfucker ain't put their hands on you. Do nothing to your family. right? If it's all just talking and opinion, right? Then hey, we still brothers, man. Hey, we mad at each other. So what? You know how you're like you got a younger brother and he mad at you, and you be like, hey man, you still love me, nigga. So are you mad? Yeah, we just mad at each other right now. We still, but that's how it's supposed to be. We still brothers though, man. And when you get mad at your brother, do you want to see your brother die, like your literal brother, your brother by same mother and father? Do you want to see him die because you mad at him? Do you want to see the Lord do something to him? No, you look at him like, man, look, I'm mad as fuck at you, right? But you still pray the Lord have mercy on him. You still praying for his best. You just praying that he gets better at whatever you mad at him about or make it right. That's how you supposed to be in the truth. That's how we supposed to be amongst each other, man. Now I'm gonna cut you off because you're not a part of my camp and you ain't coming to the camp no more. You got kicked out the camp or walked away from it. I'm gonna cut you off. I'm never gonna speak to you. I had that shit happen to me. I had a brother. See, it's supposed to be bigger than this camp shit. But brothers don't look at it like that because they on some gang banging, competing shit, right? I had a brother. I was going down to the camp. I had a brother, and this brother came to my house, who had the bam and shit like that. I told this brother one time I told him, I said, hey, look, I don't know, some shit was happening like the beginning of the pandemic. Everybody's scared and shit like that. People low on money, losing jobs and shit. I told the brother, I said, hey man, look, if you ever need anything, I told him directly. I didn't tell everybody. I told him directly because it was just for him, and I meant it by my life. I meant it, right? And I told him, I said, look, hey, Ak, if you need anything financially, you could hit me up. I got you. And he looked at me. He said, hey, I got you. When I told him that, I fucking meant that. He could have called me the next day. Hey, Ak, I need $1,000. I'm down. I would have said, fuck, man. Damn, I gotta be down $1,000 setback. I would have went and got him $1,000. Of course, you pay it back if you owe it, but I would have went and got him $1,000 because I really meant that when I said him. I was thinking more we brothers, not camp banging shit. This is bigger than that. And then when everything happened, the brother stopped hitting me up. We ain't even never talked anymore. So that mean what? You was never really my real brother. I can't trust you with my life, bro. I can't trust you. And if I can't trust you with my life, I don't really even need to be around you, bro. You see what I'm saying? Because that's some fake shit. Okay, we had a disagreement. Now the disagreement that we had was not based off a law, statute, commandment. So it was not a transgression of a law, statute, commandment. It was just a disagreement of man, which is what I'm talking about in this video. That's a spirit. That's great, right? I looked at another brother as a peer. It's not a sin for you to look at another brother as a peer. So our disagreement was based off just man tradition and our feelings, pretty much. I don't like that you look at me as a peer. We have an order set up, so we had a disagreement. What the band? We could go different ways. Guess what? We still brothers. We didn't do anything to each other. It's still all love. You know what I mean? We just got a disagreement on something, right? Now this brother, you supposed to be my brother. Hey, you could still call me and check on my well-being. You was calling me before. Call me, ask me about women. We chop it up about women and shit. You can still call me. Hey, Kadash, what you want? What you want? Hey, where you finna go? You finna pull up? Hey, I'll pull up on you. Hey, yeah, pull back up on me again. Hey, let's continue studying together. You put it in the Lord's hand. But because of the camp shit, this is a perfect example. I'll use myself, right? Brother cut me off, completely stopped talking to me. Now you are mad at me because I had a difference in opinions with another brother, and because you're amongst his camp and you're a member, now you mad at me. And you justify it. Well, I felt offended too because bro, if I ain't do no serious harm to him, no bodily harm, didn't call him out his name, didn't treat him like no dog or nothing like that, I just simply had a disagreement opinion, you supposed to stay out of it. Because it's supposed to be about all Israel, not camp niggas choosing sides, man. And when you do that, then you're going to have that division that you still have today. We can feel however we want to feel, but guess what? The end still ain't came in. Guess what? We know for a fact that all the camps are going to be broken up at a point of time, right? And shit still ain't right, man. Even amongst Israel, it's messy. It's so messy, man. So you still could have been hit me up like, hey, bro, we still Israelites. You still an Israelite, bro? Yeah, you got different opinion. You ain't coming down to the camp no more, but we still Israelites, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, and we still brothers. We made a bond, right? I'm still fucking with you, bro. But I know you just not coming down to our camp no more, And we still do that. And then over time, maybe we break bread and you be like, hey, Aki, I didn't agree. Ain't none of my business, but I ain't choosing no side or nothing like that. Like, I didn't agree with what you were saying. What the bam, and then maybe I'll come over to seeing your way. Hey, you know what? As time went by, I feel you. You know, I feel you on that. That's how that worked. You put that. The Lord's gonna work it out. You see what I'm saying? You could have still been cool and stuff like that, right? But he completely cut me off, never hit me back up, never messaged me or nothing like that. Chose sides, completely rolled on me, just simply because I wasn't. We had a disagreement. Even if I was going off or not, I'm not trying to justify none of that. If I was going off or not, behind that, you know, we still supposed to be brothers. If I see you somewhere, right, and this how I am. This is not how everybody in the truth is, and this is what I realized, and it's been a big eye opening to me, and that's why I'm making these videos. The spirit is on me. If I see you all in the world somewhere, and a motherfucker runs up to you and try to do some harm to you, they gonna have to deal with me. And I don't go down to the camp no more. We ain't talked in a long time. They gonna have to deal with me too because I looked at you as a brother. Regardless if we have disagreements. If I see you on the world, a motherfucker trying to do some harm to you, I'm jumping in, right? Because we're brothers. Like an Edomite try to do something to you, hey, he gonna have to take both of us today. He gonna have no. He ain't no. Hey, fuck, Ock. That's the judgment of the Lord on him. No, if I'm in the and if I'm in this, if I'm in the space with you, and I know you a brother, you in the truth, you believe on the name, and the motherfucking other nation tries to do something to you, they taking both of us today. Nah, hey, I just gotta survive myself. Hey, that's Aki in a different camp. We ain't fucking with each other. No. Cause we supposed to be brotherly like that, man. We supposed to love each other like that. Like, hey, we had difference of agreements. We mad at each other or whatever. Just like your real brother. You could be mad as fuck at your real brother and some shit pop off. You riding for your fucking brother, man. Y'all ain't talked in years. But hey, this is my brother. That's how we supposed to be amongst each other. People don't really understand the meaning behind the words of brotherhood, of brethren. We gonna disagree, man. We gonna stop talking to each other. That just is what it is, man. But we still supposed to have that brotherly love, you know. And that's just something that I had to wake up to in the truth that it ain't like that. A lot of people ain't real, man. Verse 24 it says, "Father, I will that they also who." Well, I think I already read that. Okay, so verse 26, "And I have declared unto them thy name, and will declare it, that the love wherewith thou hast loved me may be in them, and I in them." And that's what it's about, man. That love. That's what we speaking about. But that competition brings envy. It doesn't bring love, it brings hate. So we have to stop competing with each other. You know, I'm true to my camp shit. That's gonna make you choose a side, man. And then everybody outside of it, you're gonna look at us as an op. You're gonna look at them as an op. Like that's an op. That's the opposition, rather than a brother. So you not showing brotherly love. Yeah, you keeping the law, statutes, commandments when it's based off your camp. But are you keeping the law, statutes, commandments outside of your camp? You have to ask yourself that, man. That competition shit gotta stop. And I'm happy that the Lord put the spirit. This is all off the top of my head, so it's not gonna be perfect. Anybody could find fault in anything anybody say. You could walk down the street and a motherfucker find fault on how you walking. So I'm putting a disclaimer just off the top of the head. This is the spirit, right? I'm not trying to cover anything up, not trying to make anything perfect. This is the spirit. I'm a young man. I make mistakes. I learn as I go. That's just what it is. You get it from the Lord, but you have faith in the Lord that the Lord's going to direct you the right way. So um it's beautiful that came up because it shows how the camps is really holding a lot of shit back. And I've never seen it that way, because when I came into the truth, I was diehard. Um, find this camp GMS, I'm diehard. Whoever GMS roll on, I'm rolling on. I love them. Never met any of these guys, but I'm thinking I love them and I do this for them, do that for them. I was idolizing and didn't even know. Never met none of them. Don't even know how they is. But now that I'm seeing more and growing in the truth now, GMS, you say they got 100% truth. I was saying the same thing. GMS got 100% truth. I'm not even a part of GMS. Haven't met most of the really anybody in it, and don't even know these guys' spirit. And I'm just saying that. That's that idolizing shit. So I'm making this video hopefully be edifying for brothers to wake up out of that, man. You have to wake up out of that, man, because that shit gonna have you on that gangbang shit, that competition shit. And that's how brothers is. I'm true to my camp. Why are they that way? Because they haven't woke up yet. They think that they salvation lays with them. Hey, I'm a member of this camp. I gotta do my work in this camp, be a good brother in this camp, and stay in order and stay in line so I can have a shot at salvation. That's what they think. So that's why they still got that mindset, bro. That's not the way it is. That's not the way it is. You have to believe, yeah, and follow Yahweh Shai in his way and walk in his ways, which is his father's ways. You have to walk in those ways. That's how you gonna get saved, man. And the Lord could test you, right? And a lot of people gonna fail that test. The Lord could test you with some shit outside your camp, right? And I remember, let's get on story time, right? I remember being at a camp, and I said this in the last video. We seen, I'll never forget this. It still stick with me because this is. But during the time, I didn't think like this because I was stuck under that zombie mode of the camp shit. When it was two brothers that went by, man, I promise you, when I seen these two brothers, I wanted to kind of be like, hey, where y'all be teaching at? Hey, I'm gonna come down there and fuck with y'all. Just come fuck with y'all, break bread. You need me to hold something or whatever, or just talk. But what made me didn't do it is because I didn't see the other brothers, which was supposed to be an example, right, to me. I didn't see any of them get down like that. So I'm kind of looking around, holding my peace. But I felt the cold shoulder that they was giving the brothers. The brothers came, they said, what's up? And the brothers was kind of looking at us as almost like they was kind of trying to see the spirit, like, and they was like, what's up and shit like that. And I just felt the cold shoulder from brothers, like. And then that's my first time where I kind of realized, I'm like, wait, why y'all giving them a cold shoulder? Like, these supposed to be our brothers. Like, what is the problem here? You see what I'm saying? But that's that camp shit. They was wearing t-shirt fringes. We was wearing garment fringes. So you knew that they was from a different opinion, different, camp or whatever. So that was that whole competition shit. I seen a guy from IUIC at my job, right? He had a nice beard, right? He had a IUIC purple shirt on with fringes on. I went straight up to him. I complimented him on his beard because I always wanted a beard like that. This is the best I could grow my shit, right? So I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, that's a nice beard," and I seen how it caught him off guard because niggas, so we don't fuck with people outside our camp. People outside our camp don't fuck with us. But the love that I showed him, it wasn't even about what camp he was. I knew he was IUIC because he had a shirt on at work. You see what I'm saying? But it wasn't even about that. It was just he's a brother and we blood. At the end of the day, we blood. And he got a nice beard. Hey, you got a nice beard. Hey, man, I wish I could get mine to grow. He started laughing. He was like, yeah, man, and shit like that. Pretty much just breaking bread and everything. That's how we supposed to be out. And once in my head, it never dawned on me, I can't fuck with him. Because I know they believe in this and believe in that, and I don't believe. That never came to my head. I was just a brother. That's how it's supposed to be, man. So we have to stop the competing shit. Israel's gonna come together once we stop competing against each other. It's bigger than just the camps. When you look at the tribes, why are the tribes having such a hard time coming together? Right? Because the tribes are competing. The Mexicans are competing against the niggas in America for who's gonna be number 2 to Esau. The Gadites are competing, the Puerto Ricans and Cubans, and everybody's competing with each other. It's just a big competition amongst the tribes. We got to let that competition shit go and come together and be one people. So I believe that the Lord's putting the spirit on that for brothers like us to start speaking up about these things, man. Because this is what's about to happen. We got more time, man. Hey, I didn't see brothers years ago say, man, I think we got a year, 2 years, a year come, then 2 years come. Then they move the goalposts again. We might, if I had to say, I think we got another year. Then the year come, then they move the goalposts again. We got time, man. In my belief, this is my belief, and I don't fault you if you have a different belief, because that's how it's supposed to be. MOTB, man, you got to have a chip come out. You have to have people go get it, right? They technology is advancing. They got to advance they call it like a interface, the brain chip, pretty much. So they still have those things warming up, so there's still time, man. Until the end comes, no man knows the day, but we still got time to get this right. We ain't got it right yet. But like we read in Jeremiah 50, the children of Israel and the children of Judah should come together weeping into the Lord. right? That's when the Lord's going to hear us, man. The Lord's not going to hear you when you just your camp is, oh, my camp, we weeping to the Lord. We got the correct way, the correct order. We got everything right. And these other camps, they ain't got it. They got a little bit, but they ain't got it unless they all need to come under us. That's prideful. But you won't see that it's prideful when you amongst those camps. You're going to agree because that's how it was. Yeah, that's right. That's right. You got to get off that spell, man, where you can't even see something that's prideful right in front of your face. You should be in the camp like, yeah, that's kind of prideful, man. You the spirit to tell you, but that's you choosing man over the Lord because you deny that spirit. And you would rather go and continue with those men because you just got to be around this elder, right? I got to be around this elder so bad. I got to be around this camp, man. This is all I got, man. And that feeling that comes if you're not in the camp, or you or the spirit or something like that, that spirit that come upon you of being down, that's because you brainwashed and thinking that you have to be that way. I'm starting to learn more and more. You don't have to be that way, man. You don't have. We supposed to just be Israelites out there teaching. When Paul came with Peter, was they like, look, man, you ain't a part of our 12. You not a part of our 12. Fuck you. You know, the Lord gonna do this to you and do that to you. You out there doing this and doing that. No, man. There's different encounters and stuff like that. But it was love. But it's supposed to be love. Because we supposed to be one people, man. It's bigger than just the groups and stuff like that. And it's bigger than the competition shit. You're not gonna see camps that come together. You're not gonna see Israel come together because of they have leaders and they have competition. Like that brother that made that video, which is a very great video, the hidden enemies. What did you see in that video? You seen competition. He said it was like a camp, I think HOI, and they had elders and brothers that was coming from every city, trying to come down to the city he was at because he had broadcast that, you know, he was gonna go out there and do camp on that day, and they was all trying to meet up with him. That's competition, man. That's competition. We got the 100% truth. These other groups, that's competition. That's you competing with each other. How the fuck we gonna compete against the other nations, who we actually supposed to be competing with, if we're too busy competing with each other? That's divide and conquer. Even amongst the truth, Esau ain't came up against us yet because he don't fucking have to. He don't have to come up against us. It's already working. He already has us divided and conquer. Even amongst us that's in the truth, he has us divided and conquer. He don't have to. Esau ain't came down with a great multitude on the Israel world yet and just start slaughtering Israelites and shit like that because he don't have to. He already got us. They already winning. They sitting back looking at us like they think we looking at them like these Israelites that's on the highways and byways as a threat. They can't even come together. They can't even fucking come together. They still divided and conquer. It's the division, man. You have different branches of the army, just like different camps, but they all still come together. They're all still the U.S. Army, one. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we get our power by being together. We lost our power. That's what the transatlantic slave trade was, man. That took our power away from us. Esau was splitting up people, man. Sending these Israelites, Native Americans, sending them down here, sending these Native people up here, sending these people here, sending these people here. He was divided and conquered. And you still see it, man. So we're still conquered because we're still divided. We have to come together and we have to stop competing against each other and start competing against the other nations. With that, I'm going to say salvation to the elect. Shalom.